Good day, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. This is your yearly reading for 2025. That's right, 2024 is out of here. And I couldn't be happier because 2024 was not a year for me. It wasn't a year for a lot of people, from what I hear. Anyway, what we're going to be doing here is something different than last year. We're going to line up four cards. Each one is a season or a quarter of the year, and then your main energy. Now, there is going to be a bonus reading at the end of this, but you can't see that unless you go to my Patreon and subscribe, and you'll be able to see that bonus reading plus bonus readings for my monthly and quarterly readings that are going to be coming up ahead. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it won't show up until January 1st when I launch the Patreon page. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and check out your affirmation for the year. I acknowledge my own self worth and my confidence is soaring. I acknowledge my own self worth and my confidence is soaring. That is your affirmation for the year. Pretty good one. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Ooh, 10 of hearts. Good way to start out the year. 3 of hearts. Ooh, 10 of diamonds. Looking like a good year so far. And the 5 of clubs. Oh wait, I keep forgetting we're doing 5 here. So, and the 7 of spades. Okay, so a really good year from what I can tell, but not without some bullshit. Um, your general energy is the 7 of clubs, thief, liar, or cheat. So there is a thief, liar, cheat, possibly multiple thief, liar, and cheats throughout the year that will be interrupting your progress and whatnot. Now, this can also be you, could be the thief, liar, and cheat, and you're going to thief, lie, and cheat to yourself. I know that might sound odd, um, but we are, as humans, prone to self sabotage. So that's how I look at this card and a couple others when it comes up in the position of your main energy. Is that this means that you're going to self sabotage yourself. Um, Now, it can also be, there's somebody else, in your life that, is going to sabotage you somehow, with their thieving, lying, and cheating. But coming up in this position, it can very well be you thieving and lying, cheating from yourself. But the thing here, either way, if it's you or if it's other people or someone else, you just need to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about you. Be honest with yourself about the people around you. Because if it's somebody else, then you most likely care about this person and maybe have overlooked their thieving, lying, and cheating. Perhaps it's never really affected, your life. But with this card coming up, it is saying that this person is going to start affecting your life. Um, and you need to pay close attention and be honest with yourself about the people around you and disarm this person or persons and take away their ability to interfere with your life, which you really don't want them interfering with your life, considering how much good stuff you got going on here in the rest of the cards. But also note that, yes, this can be used self sabotaging as well. Um, at the beginning of the year, you have the 10 of hearts, happiness, abundance, success. Yeah, you're going to be very satisfied in the beginning of the year, definitely. So no I mean, not to say that there won't be issues. I mean, you do have the thief, liar, and cheat, so there could be issues. You might self sabotage your happiness, with emotional dysregulation or something. Um, and that's how I'm feeling. Is that for some of you, if it's self sabotage, then yeah, it's you're if you self sabotage this 10 of hearts, I feel like it's because of some kind of over emotional upheaval. If it's somebody else that could self sabotage this, it's just simply they're doing some bullshit that could ruin your happiness. So again, be honest with yourself about the people around you and remove them from your life so they're not messing up your happiness, your success. In the second quarter of the year, you have the Three of Hearts, a little help from your friends. So in the second quarter, I feel like you're going to be gathering and celebrating with friends and family quite often, but there also might need to be some teamwork, maybe working on a project or something with your friends and family, which will lead to gathering and celebrating. But the thing here is that you're going to want to be retreating and isolating from them instead. Again, I feel like this is some kind of emotional, something to do with your emotions that's causing you to do this. But if it's self sabotage, which this would be a perfect self sabotage here, retreating and isolating. But you got to be careful that if there is a thief, liar, and cheat, somebody else that's not just you self sabotage. Before a lot of you, I feel like this is self sabotage, you know, that you're going to be doubting your happiness, your success, and not wanting to do any teamwork or gather or celebrate with your friends and family. But if it's not, then again, there's somebody that's going to disrupt this somehow. And you need to not allow that to happen. You need this gathering. You need this celebration. You need that teamwork work because it's all going to lead to really good things, in your life. So yeah, don't in the second quarter, make sure that you gather and celebrate with your friends and do projects and whatnot. And here we go. We have the third quarter here, the 10 of diamonds. This is really great. The 10 of hearts and the 10 of diamonds. Really great cards to come up. Uh, this is make it rain. You can make it rain. You can be successful financially. Um, but you have to leave your comfort zone and you have to go through something unpleasant, which I mean leaving your comfort zone alone is can be unpleasant, because you're leaving your comfort, right? But this can be as simple as somebody wanting you to go golfing, and golfing just ain't your thing. But if you go golfing, you might meet somebody that can help you be successful, or you might come up with an idea that could help you be successful. But something's going to happen if you leave your comfort zone. So definitely in the third quarter, I'd be leaving your comfort zone as often as you possibly can and be doing things that you don't normally do or things that you don't really want to do. But it would be beneficial to you to actually do those things. Again, you can self sabotage yourself by, just not leaving that comfort zone, staying in your comfort zone, and you need to not to. And then here again, well, not again, but here's something else. This is going through something unpleasant. This is the 5 of clubs at the end of the year and the fourth quarter. You have the broaden your horizon, which is going through something negative, and what that negativity most likely is a way of thinking. A way of thinking, a way of doing things, and that would be you broadening your horizon if you do things differently or think differently. And that's why it's negative, is because when we end up realizing that maybe we weren't looking at something the right way or thinking the right way, we tend that tends to be negative, because it's like, what does that say about you that you went all these years not knowing this, or not thinking in a certain way? But it's okay. We go through change. We all go through change. You do have a lot of change going on here, pretty much through the whole year. I mean, the gathering of friends and the teamwork and stuff. You want to isolate from that. Leaving your comfort zone and going through something unpleasant, and broadening your horizon and going through something negative as a different thought process and whatnot to lead to positive adventure and change. This is all evolving. So I feel like you're going to be evolving a lot when it comes to this year. And yeah, you might want to self sabotage because you don't want to leave that comfort zone. You don't want to leave the way that you normally leave, the way live, not the leave the normal. The way that you normally think. You don't want to do that. Which because it's negative, in some sense, because change isn't easy, right? Change is hard, and the reason why change is hard a lot of times is because we have to reform ourselves, and to think to ourselves that we weren't um, doing things the right way. I mean, there's not one right way, but this would be something that you didn't realize, like something that you weren't thinking of, and now you're thinking differently, and now you're doing differently, and these are hard things because you don't really want to do that. You kind of want to stay in that comfort zone. You want to be who you are, but the cards are saying no. It's time for you to do some changing. It's time for you to take some risks. It's time for you to leave your comfort zone and do things that you otherwise wouldn't do. And by doing so, that's going to lead you to a lot of success. You have success here twice. So, I mean, even the Three of Hearts is kind of success too because of the gathering and celebrating after teamwork. Um, so yeah, it looks really good. You just got some work to do. You got some evolving to do. You got some growth that you need to do. So it's not a bad reading. It's just I feel you dealing with yourself, and self sabotage is what I feel. I mean, some of you, this could be somebody else coming in and causing you, worry to not, make these changes, not go through these growth processes. But I do feel for most of you, it is a self sabotage type thing going on here. Let's go ahead and check on your tarot card. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Oh, yeah. You got the Eight of Swords, and in the Eight of Swords, if any of you have been around for a while, you know that this woman is tied up and blindfolded, so she can't see the swords around her to cut herself free. And I feel like the blindfold here is your self sabotage, like you blindfolding yourself from the realization of the growth you could have this year. And the thing is that if you would just take off the blindfold, stop having, I feel like it's worries and emotional dysregulation that's causing you not to see those swords around you and keeping you bound in that comfort zone. I know how weird that sounds, but our comfort zone isn't necessarily always a good thing. I mean, it's good to get to a comfort zone, but I feel like you've been in your comfort zone for far too long, and you need to set yourself free from it and actually start taking new risks, start doing different things, start taking in new information, and coming up with new ideas and new visions of life and how you live it and all that good stuff. So definitely this is a year of change, and this is a year of you keeping an open mind, a very large open mind, and saying yes to things that you normally would not say yes to. And that is going to bring you such success, like a lot of success. But I do honestly feel like you're the thief, liar, and cheat, that you're thieving and lying and cheating to yourself by self sabotage. Okay. So you need to be honest with yourself, and by doing so, that'll take off that blindfold and let you see the swords around you that could lead to much greater, better things in your life. Now, again, if this is a person, then I mean, it's the same thing. You got to be honest with yourself about the people around you and set yourself free from them and their bonds. I just feel like either somebody's holding you back or you're holding yourself back by wanting to stay in that comfort zone and wanting to stay in that same mind frame and do things the way that you've always done them. But I feel like it's time that you do things a little bit differently. So there you go. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps in some way. You won't know until the end of the year, of course. But if it does, come on back and hit that like button. Also, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, remember bonus reading at the end here. If you go to my Patreon and subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see you next year. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.